Good morning, friends. Welcome back to Astrology Today and Tarot. My name is Mel Rose. This is the Tarot portion in the second half of my daily astrology vlog, which you can check out on my other channel, Astrology Today with Mel Rose. Here, I will discuss the tarot card that sits on the side of the page. I'll do a quick review of the day's aspects before I play another card that may give us something more to think about. So let's get into it. The sun's transit through the land of Leo can be divided into three portions, or three 10-day segments. And each of these 10-day segments is called a decan in astrology. And the Six of Wands here represents the second decan of the sun's transit in the land of Leo. Leo is a fire sign. Wands in Tarot represent fire. Fire element symbolism is about drive, spark, motivation, excitement, enthusiasm, those sort of feelings that you have that spur you into action, that make you want to get going, that make you want to move forward, which can be pretty impulsive sometimes, right? Also, impatience can come up, impetuousness, a little bit of restlessness comes in with the fire element energy as well. So, here we have with the Six of Wands a moment where somebody's restlessness, where somebody's impatience or impetuousness even, somebody's fire, decisiveness, determination has brought them to a point of victory. They have made an important achievement, so important that laurel wreaths have been made for their head and for their staff, and that people are literally accompanying them, supporting them as they ride in on a way of celebration after this accomplishment has been made. Okay, and you can see sort of symbolically in the middle of that page a large V for victory that is made up of the staffs represented there. So, this is a person who has accomplished something great that people are celebrating. And that's a very Leo kind of vibe, because Leo loves to be celebrated. Leo loves to celebrate their own accomplishments and the accomplishments of others. Leo likes to shine and be known. So, Sun in Leo at this time. And by the way, happy midsummer. We are at the midpoint between the summer solstice and the fall equinox. And this is a time when we actually celebrate our first harvest, which is another achievement, another victory that we might be celebrating at this time. We want to sort of appreciate and dramatize and demonstrate that appreciation in terms of what we have accomplished so far. So Leo digs appreciation. Leo wants to be seen for their accomplishments and celebrated. It's hard not to notice when somebody has worked so hard, burned so bright, and, really achieved something that we all can't help but notice. So, Moon is in Libra today, making ingress to Scorpio this morning, early on, 6:47 this morning. And it's the waxing crescent, nearly first quarter moon in Scorpio at this time. So we're wrapping up our plan making and we're getting ready to move into action. So it would be appropriate at this time to notice what parts of your plans are extra. Cut out the parts that may kind of weigh down the plans or slow them down and possibly sabotage our ability to reach these well-intentioned goals that we've been setting. Fixed fire, fixed water, friends. We have staying power this time. Fixed energy helps us establish and carry out what has been begun. Fire and water create steam. Be conscious of contents under pressure. Know where to locate your release valve. On the moon side of the page today, moon goes into Scorpio early. It's a couple of days when we really engage in some deep reflection and do some sort of internal house cleaning. And then, it's a powerful time also to be getting started on the goals that we have set, because Scorpio really has literally power to move things forward. The power of water, think of that. And then moon goes sextile to Mercury later on at 7:29 this morning. This is a time really to keep our conversations light, motivational, and sort of forward thinking, okay? We don't have to necessarily make everything so serious in order to be effective. We can just demonstrate our cooperation with others and with ourselves and with life in general by saying, yes, we can do this. All right, up we go. You know, use the one-liners, use the platitudes, you know, that'll get you moving forward at this time. This is very cooperative vibe, but it says keep it light. So on the sun side of the page today, we have all ongoing column. We have Venus square to Chiron retrograde here. This indicates we have some healing to do in terms of letting others in so that we can get our needs and desires met. Venus is sextile to Uranus at this time, so she's really willing and ready to try something new in terms of you know, we'll just try something new. You know, the Venus square Chiron is sort of about, you know, we have defensive measures that we have taken in our life to shore up our old wounds against being wounded again, especially around our ability to self-express. And now we have to take a look and see, you know, like, what is it that I could be getting better? What is it that I could be doing better in terms of letting people in and letting them know that my needs and desires, what my needs and desires are, so that they can help me get them met. So we have to look at those old defenses, and we have to say to ourselves, what can I let go here so that I can be more available and more open and more transparent to the people around me so that they can help me more. And Venus sextile to Uranus says, I'm willing to try something new, whatever it takes to get these needs and desires met. And that's on an emotional level, attention and affection. That's also very much on a grounded material level, the compensation and the gifts that we need, the physical material support that we need from the people around us as well, because none of us goes it alone for real. Mars is also sextile to Venus, or Venus is sextile to Mars here, and that's a very creative opportunity. This is very much the mingling of you'd say gendered opposites or complementary opposites. Okay, so traditionally very male and female, but you don't have to take that literally. It's just assertive in cooperation with receptive. So that's really a creative time. You know, understand that if you are engaged in sort of creative sexual activity at this time, it's a very fertile time. So, you know, don't make babies that you don't want to make at this time. But it's also just a time to get started with people that we work well with, to collaborate on new creations, and something positive will come from it. And then Mars is also here conjunct to Uranus, conjunct to North Node and Uranus. These have been giving us this anxiety around what it is, like how we're going to get what we need, right? Just like Venus has been feeling this anxiety around how we're going to get what we need, because Venus rules Taurus, where all of this is happening, okay? So we've had this anxiety around how we're going to get what we need. Venus is saying, I'm open to trying something new. I'm open to receiving, you know, different ways of meeting my needs. And Mars is here saying, I'm not just willing, I am ready to go in terms of pursuing what I need in unconventional ways, pursuing unconventional ways of finding that satisfaction that we crave in creation. So that's really good. We're willing to try something new in resource gathering and in healing ourselves. We're willing to open it up and ask for what we want, and we're willing more also to go in pursuit of what it is that we desire. You know, sort of you know, just from different places, from different locations, or, you know, looking to get our needs met in different ways. So I know I've said that all about 3 times. I'm going to go ahead and move on. Pluto is retrograde through October 8th here. This is the power of transformation, internalized. We're going through changes that feel very personal at this time. Consider the possibility of embracing the shifting sense of who you are, okay, with as much positivity and welcome as you can muster. What we resist persists, okay, so please do what you can to allow these changes to wash over you. Saturn is also retrograde here through October 22. Mercury is opposite Saturn just through today. And the question is about governing our self-talk. Are we being responsible to our community and our collective and our families and our friend groups if we haven't been responsible to ourselves, especially in terms of those thoughts, plans, and communications that we use to create our realities, okay? We want to have a mindful eye toward how our words reflect our best intentions. How well our words reflect our best intentions. And then Jupiter is retrograde through November 23. Sun is trine to Jupiter for a few more days now. Blessings of positive good fortune here, friends. You know, if you think of good fortune as winning the lottery, then this is the time to buy your ticket. But understand that, you know, that the universe, the cosmos, Jupiter is really smiling at us, at us internally. Again, retrograde turns those expansive growth vibes internal, smiling at us in a way that says you can have some really good positive fortune come out of whatever it is that's going on inside right now. And the sun represents the power we wield out there in the world, okay? So trine blessings here says we have the conscious power to act and expand the parts of us that require growth in order for us to find the balance and good fortune that we seek. And that is available to us right now. And then Neptune is retrograde through December 23. No lying to ourselves at this time. Our illusions are transparent. You cannot pretend to me for a moment that you believe your fantasies. We know the difference, and we appreciate this opportunity for the clarity on the creative and emotional levels that we are getting. And with all of that said, you know, I didn't shuffle these cards, so I'm going to go ahead and take a moment to do that. But while I'm doing that, I'm just going to say thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being here. I truly appreciate the few of you that do show up every day and watch. And I'm just so grateful. Please give the video a thumbs up. Please comment to let me know if you're getting anything from these, if you're getting entertainment or insight, and perhaps, you know, maybe what you're getting from it or what you would like to add or what you would like to see done differently here, because this is a very creative space for me. It's not really about, you know, garnering the follows or the likes right now. It's really just about, you know, finding a path to communicate what is intuitively coming through for me through astrology and tarot. And this is a collaboration, friends. So let's collaborate. Okay, so we got the Ten of Pentacles. I think we had the Ten of Pentacles recently. So for each suit of the tarot, and Pentacles is the earth suit. It represents the physical things that we rely on for support and security. And this you know, includes our own bodies. It includes kind of our families, like the physical people that we need and desire to have around us, and also, you know, our home space and the nice things that we like to have to feel supported and secure, and also our money, our finance, our wealth, and our relationship to it in this world. So the Ten of Pentacles is sort of the end of the story. It goes 2 through 10. And at the Ten of Pentacles, what we find is sort of an expression of complete fulfillment in terms of the material resources we have, in terms of our feeling well in our bodies, our feeling well within, you know, the parameters of the people and the pets and the loved ones we keep around us, feeling well in terms of, you know, the nice home and the nice things that we like to have, feeling well in terms of our financial wholeness and our sense of wealth, okay? So this is a sort of an ultimate expression of fulfillment at this time. So, you know, when this comes up in a reading, that's a very positive thing. This says that is, you know, on the plate for us. That is available to us at this time. And so I'm going to look here, because Pentacles are Earth. I'm going to look down here to see where Earth is popping up on the page. And the primary place that Earth is showing up for one thing, is Saturn's retrograde here and Mercury's opposition to Saturn. So you see that this person has, you know, being an ultimate in the ultimate expression of having all the material support you need, this person is not alone. For one thing, we don't get there by ourselves. We get there by surrounding ourselves with, you know, with people who have our best experience at heart and who, you know, who want to build good things with us. So, you know, understand that, you know, prosperity doesn't happen in a vacuum, all right? And like your personal sense of security also doesn't happen in a vacuum. We don't do these things by ourselves, okay? We have to rely on groups of people, the people that we work with, the people in our community, the people in our families. We rely on this network of support for stability and security. So we have to be attending that network of support. We have to be responsible citizens, right? We have to be a responsible attendance of that, or how would I say, stewards of that support network. Okay, we rely on the strength of that support, and so we need to really be there to strengthen it, to grow it, and to help it along. And so Saturn's retrograde has been all about, you know, whether or not we're showing up in the civic life, in the work life, in the social life, the way we would like to say that we are, whether we're showing up for our communities and these groups of people that we rely on the way we should. And, you know, I get to be the judge of how I should be showing up. You know, I don't think, you know, like Saturn is considered like this judge or this stern teacher. I think that we are the judge or the stern teacher. We all have Saturn in our charts, okay? We all have Capricorn and Aquarius in our charts, which are the Saturn-ruled lands or the Saturn-ruled signs. So, you know, understand that you have an idea and that you are the judge of how much you should be paying attention to or engaged in the civic life. And you are also the only one who can say, okay, I'm going to get more involved right now. I'm going to do what I should because it's what I think I should, right? I'm saying should a lot. I don't really love the word should. I think it is a statement of wishful thinking. It says, I wish I would, or I wish you would. I prefer the word can. So, you know, are we engaging in the civic life as much as we can, or as much as we think that we can? And if not, it should be really obvious to us at this time what more we can do. How's that? And then Mercury's opposition here says, you know, pay attention to that self-talk, because the way you talk to yourself matters. It does have an impact on how you come to your relationships with your family and friends, your work groups, the people that you encounter out in the world. And it also has an impact on your ability to build positive, secure things for yourself, okay? If you say, I'm never going to get everything I need, then you're just going to keep having that experience. I'm never going to get everything I need. And this person here in the center, or I would say any of the people in this picture, including the dogs, if they say, I'm never going to get anything I need, they're not showing up in this picture, okay? These people all know that their needs and desires are met. Taken together with the Six of Wands, I see the path of ambition and enthusiasm and excitement, following your spark, following your fire, doing what you are determined to get done, as being the path to that ultimate expression of material security and stability. So, and this is, I mean, this is so cheesy. It's so just plain to see, but it's like, sort of like follow your heart, but not like follow your heart, your emotional heart, more like follow your spark, right? Follow that spark that lives in your heart, that loves adventure, and that loves to try something new, and that loves to get started and to be active in the pursuit of something that is worthwhile to pursue, okay? And you'll know that it's worthwhile to pursue because it drives you forward, but also because you get the evidence on the outside when people see what you have done and they say, hey, yeah, you did great. Thank you for doing that. That's awesome. Okay, so yeah, follow your spark. I think that's all I have to say about it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I truly appreciate your presence here, and I'll see you all back here tomorrow for more Astrology Today and Tarot.